Speak of the devil, that was my mom. Oh, shoot. This is difficult when you can't see the string. Might not be able to do this. Oh, and don't do what I'm doing. I forgot to put gloves on. And if you forget your gloves, you will regret it because you'll end up with something like this on your hands. Or maybe a rash like that. At least that's what I think it's from. So hopefully. Oh. Ah, it didn't work. Just glued it to the mat. That sucked. Okay, how am I going to do this? I need someone smarter than me, to try to figure this out. Can't see it well enough. Sun's not out, it's cloudy, otherwise it's suddenly blaring through this window. My lamps. Let's see. Is there any other way to do this? If I put drop here. Hope I'm not wasting too much of this. I can't afford to waste it. Sorry, folks. Didn't mean to shine that in your face. Okay. That's good. Man, these are hard to pick up. Get off my finger. Already. Wonder if these are accidentally getting glued to the mat. glue down the ones I got so far. Trying to get underneath because I don't figure the light will go through the oops. I'm a klutz. Through and through. Let's see if I can get this off of the mat now that it's glued onto the mat. There we go. Well, that looks okay. I think this will disappear into the resin once I glue it. And this is my little moon. Hold on a second. I thought we might want to put a little music on. It's not completely silent. Just below the moon. There were no shooting stars. It's wishing on you. All the sorrows, just wash them down. Okay, next. Not done with that, but probably need to keep the cap on so it doesn't dry out. And get me a baby wipe and get my hands cleaned off. Anything that sets me free. So This is my favorite song. Well, second favorite, maybe. Thing. You don't have to follow in your blood. Still got time. I'm gonna try to. This might work, might not. I'm going to try and glue it to the edge over here. Okay, now that I got that set up, the next step is going to be to mix my resin. So, how much resin do I need for this? I have no idea. I just eyeball it all over the place, and when I have extra resin, right now I'm pouring it into this. And you can see I've got multiple colors in there and different designs and shapes, and so if I have clear resin left, that's always good, because I have another project over here, like I said, I don't measure, that needs, what is that, 1/10 of an inch or 2/10 of an inch. So if I make too much, I can almost always find a way to use it. Yeah, I know. Move this out of the way. I am am going to use clear for this. Challenge with clear is always getting the bubbles out. And I've listened to quite a bit and watched quite a bit of videos online, and I still cannot get all of the bubbles out. So today I am using Nick Pro. Oh, it's backwards on there. So I have TEE Spurt. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Because the last Nick Pro I got, it was yellowed. The hardener was yellow. And the only thing I could use it for was stuff that I was using colors in. So I have these are my large measuring cups. As you can see, I have some resin in there. So my goal is to get that resin out. It's not very old, so it's not completely dry. So see, I was able to just kind of squeeze that out. I'm going to take it down here to the trash can. Pull it out. Pull it out. A lot of times it pulls off the side, and then I have that hanging off. So I've seen some people who will decide how much they need, and they will pour hardener in, and then on top of that they'll pour resin in. I am not that good of a pourer, so I will eyeball it, sort of. These have little stripes on them, so oops. So I measure them by the stripes. I'm going to go to the top little line on here on both of them. Maybe I might take them all the way up to the top, but for this, use your protective equipment, use a mask, and use your gloves. I don't know if UV resin is as dangerous as epoxy resin. That's why I wasn't using anything, but give me a second and I'll be right back. Okay, now that I've got my gloves on, my mask, my apron, I've decided to use cups with measuring marks to be a good influence. I always mark on the bottom of the cups what they are: R for resin, H for hardener. Okay. You know, it doesn't make any difference which one you pour in first. And when I was learning resin from my good friend Sherry, we always poured them in together. I love this song. I am not okay. I learned I will. I know. Okay. I have one of these little things that I use. Scrape it out. I'm getting all I can out of the cup. I'll wipe it off so I can use this again. Well, I can use the cups again on the next time I measure. Sometimes I'll take a little hand sanitizer, put on my gloves, take off the extra resin so it's not on everything I touch. And if you don't see any, well, right here, there's a little white piece right there. That's the resin after it's in hand sanitizer. It turns into this white little sticky ball, and you just have to get those off your gloves or your hands or whatever, and the sticky's gone. I use this little mixer, and as you can see, there's a good amount of bubbles in here already from the way I poured it in. So mix her around for a minute, or until these little streaks are gone. Hopefully you can see that it's cloudy. And you can't quite see the bottom as well. And you want to stir until it's clear. Probably still polish you all during this. But I'm a little bit afraid to touch my phone right now because I could have resin on my hand. So you're just going to have to either fast forward through it or live with it or just listen to the music. See, it's getting a little clearer, but not quite there. There's still strings. It's getting there. Almost. This song kills me. It has the same beat, the same music as Country Roads Take Me Home by John Denver, which is one of my favorite all-time songs. Because, well, I live in West Virginia. It's so hard to get past that and sing the correct words that he's singing and not the correct words that go with the song. I think we're about done here. I don't know how long that was. That was almost 2 songs left. Some people stir for a certain amount of time. I don't stir for a certain amount of time. I just stir until the streaks are gone. Then I try and get as much of the resin off the little blender as I can. Oops. Okay. I am going to squirt a tad of alcohol in there to try to bring some of those bubbles to the top. And just tap, and I'm sorry if the camera's shaking. Sometimes people wait until they've gotten their and poured it, but if I can get some of the bubbles out before I pour, they're not wanting to move. Clean up my table a little bit. You can find me at Country Road Crafts on Facebook, and I may have a YouTube channel soon, so I'm hoping to use the same name for that. Let's see. This needs just a tad. I can use clear. Little drips won't hurt nothing. They're on my silicone pad. So, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and pour this. I'm not going to fill it to the top. I'll have to add a little more tomorrow. The reason I'm not adding it to the top is because I don't want to stick this to it. And oh my gosh, look how much I have left. So and here's another song that he's done that too. Let's put that back in the bag. And let me see what I have done with my chess pieces, because I need to make some more chess pieces. I need to make a couple of little balls too. But if you want to stick around for that, you're welcome to. I don't know if how much time I've used on here. Oh my goodness, 37 minutes. I'll see you later when this is all dry.